Hi guys, you are going to hear my cat talking through this entire video because he's down at my feet, but obviously I'm making food, so I don't want to pick him up and get food everywhere, or fur everywhere. I made a short yesterday about making my favorite lunch on my health journey, and it is jars of soup. So I'm going to go through what I throw into mine and how you can customize yours. So to start off, I like to use these little shrimp noodle nests. It's called a shrimp egg noodle, and it's this brand specifically. I get them at No Frills for $2.50, and you get 10 nests. I use one nest a day. I find 2 nests crowd your jars, and I don't want that much noodle. I like to have more vegetables and stuff in mine, so one of these is perfect. So take your lid off, because obviously you cannot get anything in there with that. And I did prep everything that I was going to cut, just so I didn't have to try and do it on this and make it a super long video. So you take your nest, and you cram her in. And because we don't want to waste, you stick the rest of the noodles in too, and then toss this in the trash. And then so with that, oh, I forgot to grab my forks and spoons. Give me a second. So after that, I use a chicken poulet instant stock mix. I like this one. It's 10 calories for 1 tablespoon or teaspoon. That's all I ever need. I do put other stuff in it that give it more flavor, so I don't find that I need it to really taste like chicken. And I find it just kind of makes the water a little bit better. So 1 teaspoon, I guess that's a teaspoon. I don't know. In you go. Yes, my love, I hear you. Yeah. I also do jarlic. I'm lazy right now, and I don't have the time to mince my garlic every time I want garlic. So, jarlic. She's screaming at me. It smells good. It lasts a while, too. Like, I think I bought this a month and a half ago, and I use jarlic every day. So, a nice, healthy heat. In you go. And on that, right now, I have a lot of hot sauces. I love hot sauces. Everybody in my family knows I love hot sauces, so they buy me hot sauces. So right now, I'm using this Bourbon Reaper one. It's fantastic. It's spicy, I will tell you that. If you don't like spice, you're not going to like this. Customize, okay? You don't have to put garlic in. You don't have to put hot sauce in. You could use whatever flavors you wanted. You could use a beef stock instead of a chicken one. I just like garlic and hot. About that much. Some days I want a spicier, some days I don't. Get in there. And even this, I use this on a daily basis. And it's lasted me probably about 3 weeks now. Because it's hot, you don't need a lot. But hot sauce is really great for adding flavor to any food. You don't need a whole lot of it. And I love that. Next, I buy frozen. Again, I'm lazy, and they're just as healthy. Baby Brussels sprouts. I love me a Brussels sprout. If you don't like a Brussels sprout, use something else. You can use, I don't know, broccoli. There's, like, you can get diced vegetable mixes. I do have that one, too. I just find it cools my water down too much when I have too many frozen things in it. So I'm using the giant bag of Brussels sprouts first. I'm trying to clear room in my freezer. I'm in the middle of, like, a low-buy kind of thing right now. So I'm eating out of my freezer, and I'm eating out my pantry. Not buying anything new unless I absolutely need it. So, you know, put your serving however much you want. Brussels sprouts have, like, no calories. So I put a lot in. Couple more. Delicious. So see, so far, half the jar is filled. Nice, delicious. And then the 2 things that I did chop up beforehand is spinach. So I love spinach. It's good for you, and it's good for women. It's got iron, and you should eat it. Eat your greens. So literally just jam it in there. And don't worry if it looks a little crammed. Spinach wilts. When you put that hot water in, she's gonna wilt, okay? So just cram her in. And I use everything. I use the stems. You know, if there's a piece that I don't really want to eat, my cat that has been meowing this whole time loves spinach. I feed it to him. He loves it. That's why he's down here, because he thinks he's getting more. He already got one. And then This is 5 slices of sliced meat. I had to use it, okay? It's been in my freezer for a hot minute. When I buy things like that, I buy them when they're on sale and I stick them in the freezer. So I think this one I had bought 4 packs that were 30% off that were already on sale as well. So 30% off their sale price. And you got $1 back in points at No Frills. So I think I ended up paying like $2 per pack. And they're like a pastrami black forest ham. I love the texture. I love the taste. They're really good. I used 5 slices because I didn't want to have 2 slices left. And I was worried they were going to get bad. So, yeah. That is what your jar will look like to start, or however you want it to look to start. And then I do the boil kettle method. So, I'm going to boil my kettle, and I'll be back. How do I do this? Alright, kettle is boiled. There is another method of doing this. I've seen other people do it. As long as your jar is not cold, which mine never are. I leave them underneath my counter in my like pantry storage. I have a lazy Susan cupboard. I hate it, but it's also convenient. So mine's never cold. So as long as your jar is not cold, like you can meal prep these, but if you're gonna do it, you fill it with water and you put it in the microwave, I think for 3 minutes. Enough to like, you know, heat the water, cook your noodles. I don't like doing that. I'd rather just boil it, throw the lid on, let it sit. So, cheers. And then you literally just fill it. I fill it right to like at the edge. Like I put it into the thing because I want extra water. I love to sip the broth, which is probably why I put the chicken stuff in it. And then I put the lid on. And I let it sit. Takes about 3 minutes, give or take. I guess kind of depends on what noodles you use. I like these noodles. I find that they cook really nicely. They go soft. It's kind of like a little thin spaghetti noodle, but they don't taste like a spaghetti noodle, if that makes sense. And they're good. And the other thing that I wanted to mention with this whole jar, yummy, yummy. So this jar is actually a banana pepper jar, because I am a jar collector. I love my jars. I keep them. I have a literal shelf of used glass jars. So this one's a banana pepper jar. It's quite hefty, but this entire jar, I did the math. I put everything in my Fitbit. This whole jar is 275 calories, give or take. I don't put my hot sauce in. That one's not in it, but if I did, it's like another 10 calories. So 285 calories. Plus you get like, I don't know, 16 ounces of water. I drink it, but for me, this is volume eating at its best because it's something that I really love and it tastes delicious. Again, completely customizable. Put your own vegetables in. Put your own meats or no meats in it. You could put tofu in this. You could put shrimp in this. You can even put rotisserie chicken. The one girl that I see that does the soup jars in the microwave loves rotisserie chicken in hers. I just can't be asked. Ooh. Sorry, YouTube. I'll try to bleep it. Yeah, I just don't want to deal with it. If I can find a pack of sliced meat on sale for $2, I'm going to get the sliced meat because it works for my budget. If it works for you and you can afford to buy rotisserie chicken or cook your rotisserie chicken every time, do it. You do you, okay? This is your soup. This is my soup. You know, it's completely customizable. Pick your own noodles, pick your own stock. If you want a stock, no stock, put seasonings in it. I've seen people put ginger in it. Other more Asian-esque flavors. I am not a big fan of those, so I don't use them. I stick with hot sauce and garlic. I like spicy and I love garlic. Both are good for you. So that's what I stick with. This is probably my go-to meal. I probably have this 5 days a week because I love it. And not only is it helping me lose weight, I actually enjoy eating it. And that was a problem that I found when I first started this journey was I didn't enjoy half the foods I was trying to eat because I was like, oh, I have to eat this because I'm trying to lose weight. Now I love them because I found ways that I actually wanted to eat things and could tell what I was eating, what I wasn't getting in my nutrition. This thing has a lot. It's got proteins in it. It's got your iron in it from your spinach. It's also got your leafy greens from your spinach. You know, it's got whatever you get from your noodles. I think that's like carbs or something. I've never actually looked at the macros on those, but they don't bug me. They're great noodles. I use them. Again, 25 cents for a noodle nest, which is actually cheaper than Mr. Noodles, if you think about it that way. Just saying. You have to like search for Mr. Noodles to be on sale for under 40 cents now. I will do this all the time. My go-to bag. Lasts me 2 weeks, right? So yeah, that's my noodle soup in a jar. Obviously, you don't have to do a jar. You can do whatever container you want. I just like the convenience of the jar. Okay? I just like it. So, soup jar, delicious. Oh, and before I go, one tip for any of you lovely people that are trying to use your spinach and you don't want it to wilt: container and paper towels. Do not leave them in those nasty plastic bags. I mean, I buy mine in the bags. I buy the $2 bag of cooking spinach. I refuse to spend $5 plus on baby spinach. These are bigger. They taste better. I get more. I get like twice the volume for a quarter, like half the price. And all I have to do is put it in a Tupperware. You don't have to use a plastic Tupperware if you're worried about plastic. I don't care what you put it in. Just put something in there to get rid of the moisture. We use 3 paper towels because we do layers. I just leave them in just because obviously it gets moisty in there. And I reuse my paper towels. That may make me sound cheap. I don't care. I dry them and I put them back in on the next one unless they're like covered in yuckiness. But that doesn't happen often unless we literally forget about it. But I also put stickers with the dates of packaged things on in my fridge. I bought a roll of these stickers off of Shein. Actually, I think I got 2 rolls, so I have like 1,000 stickers for like $1. I use them on everything. Meal prepping, things I even put in the freezer, so I know. Okay? I know when to eat it, and I know when it was put in there. So there you go. Soup jars. Love y'all. Bye.